Yes, welcome to Bikes of Rye, and thank you for clicking on my video. Now before we jump into this motorcycle review, as a rapidly growing motorcycle content creator, Bikes of Rye is dedicated to offering motorcycle related content, including motovlogs, touring, news and bike reviews. If you simply subscribe to Bikes of Rye, you'll not only be sure not to miss out on valuable entertaining content, but also be a part of our special growing community. So to those of you who have just kindly hit the subscribe button, welcome along for the ride. I very much appreciate you. Now on with the review.
Okay then, let's jump aboard the 2021 S1000R. So we're actually on the S1000R Sport, and it comes in this beautiful Hockenheim silver, and yeah, it's got all the gadgets on this bad boy. We've also got electric suspension, which you can change on the fly, road and dynamic mode, which I'm going to mess around with once I get on a decent stretch of road, but I'm struggling to get into neutral here. There we go, a little squirt. Oh yeah, I'm actually in the market for a road bike, a new road bike for next year. I have a 2020 Triumph 765 RS, and yeah, I'm looking to step up. Really surprised at how stupidly refined it is. I'm in 6th gear, I'm doing 19 mile an hour. And it's, oh my god, it's so smooth. What the hell? I thought the speed triple that I took out recently, the 1200 RS, was refined. My gosh. You could ride this. Oh my god, this would be brilliant round town. You'd no question about it. How civilized is this for a super naked? So yeah, we are absolutely kitted out here with all the optional extras. I've got cruise control, I can adjust the suspension on the fly, I've got menu buttons here, I can do different rider modes, I've got heated grips as well, but more importantly, we've got some twisties here and those beautiful natural speed limit signs, 2nd gear. Oh, whoa, this is it's so urgent. So urgent. I'm running in road mode. The suspension is, it's the most softest. Oh my god, it's so soft and forgiving, the suspension. It's a little bit bouncy actually, but not in a bad way. It's just so beautifully damped. Let's flick it over to dynamic. We can do this on the fly. Right, dynamic mode, just leave it. Right, we're in dynamic now. Oh yeah, instantly feel it's firmed up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the front and the rear both have adjusted. We have the optional Aquaprovic exhaust on this bad boy, and I think this engine needs it because it's not the most sophisticated unit in the super naked segment. It does lack some characterful noises, I must admit, but it's got a real throaty induction roar, I have to say. After you've done a few twisties and you want to chill out a bit, flick the suspension back to road mode and just chill. But then of course I can see some natural speed limit signs again. Let's go dynamic, flick down some gears and let's give it a squirt, eh? Oh my good god. Oh, holy moly. Holy moly. And the brakes are beautifully sharp too. Progressive. You really don't need to give that lever much strength, you know, much pull, and those stoppers, mate, are clamping those discs. You don't even need to bring this up the RPM range. I mean, I'm just sitting around 4,000 RPM here, and it's just got so much go in it. It's ridiculous, to be honest. So much grunt. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I bet you can tell. Oh my god! Oh, a little bit of a wobble there. What a bike! Oh good god! Oh. You know, I think this is what I'm looking for. Oh. Try the cruise control. No hands. 37 mile an hour. Do you know what? I think this will be handy for these parts of the road. You know where it's like a 30 or a 40, and you can you know, set it to the speed and relax a bit. Let's whack it back into road mode, and oh. You know what? You can actually. I can absolutely. If you jump up and down, you can really feel how soft the suspension goes. It's dramatic, the difference. And I have to say as well, I love the TFT display. Absolutely spot on. So very clear. I mean, look at. You can see the old rev range, and no problem. Nice layout. You know, it's not cluttered, it's not too busy, it's very large as well. But I do feel like it could do with maybe a screen here. I kind of like it and I kind of don't. I think it does look a little bit unfinished. So just quick walk around the bike, and absolutely love it in this colour. I have to say, this Hockenheim silver is very pretty. Got the Aquaprovic exhaust on it. Now the one thing I was a bit unsure about was this new headlight arrangement. But then, you know what, seeing it in person, I quite like it. Daytime running light, and you can see the R there. It's a Jekyll and Hyde, this bike. It can be those are at slow speeds, really laid back, relaxed. Of course, you are in a sporty riding position. Now I've been into the ride for about 45 minutes. I can certainly say that it's not the most comfortable naked I've ridden. There's a fair old bend in the old knees. Could I ride this for a lot longer? I think I could. Say almost an hour into a ride, and it's yeah, I can live with this. The interesting thing is as well, being a naked, is of course the lack of wind protection, but battling down these roads, I'm not finding it an issue whatsoever. Slow down here to 30. I did see the police there as well, but yeah, it's you know, I mentioned this in all of my reviews, it's a trade-off, isn't it, not having wind protection. Right, how about this for torque? Yeah, 6th gear, 30 mile an hour, 40, 50, 60. Unbelievable, isn't it? You should definitely need to ride around in any other gear.
Okay then, a quick summary of the 2021 BMW S1000R. Well, what a bit of kit it is. This is so much bike for the money. You'd expect it to be the most expensive super naked of the bunch. And being a BMW, that would be safe to assume. However, realise this, that it starts out in base spec significantly cheaper than its rivals at under 12k. If you take the Sport with all the worthwhile upgrades, including the fancy pants electronic suspension, you can get this bike on the road for under £14,000. I know it isn't all about the money, but I felt it was worth highlighting. Now, what does a bike offer for said money? We have a chassis from the RR, and let me tell you, it is a dream in the handling department. The bike is light, agile, confident, inspiring, and with electronic suspension, you are spoiled with this beautiful magic carpet ride in road mode. The brake lever only needs a gentle squeeze with your index finger, and you feel like you're slowing down a push bike. It felt so natural for me to ride as a Street Triple 765 RS owner, and honestly, given the power this bike produces, you can genuinely take the mick. You can throw a heavy right hand at it, and the bike just takes it. You don't feel any intrusion from the clever IMU. The engine provides enough torque to warrant having one gear. Yet if you want to rev it out, it packs a serious punch too. A quick glance down at the speedo confirms what you feel. However, the engine does lack character. and sophistication. And what doesn't help is it is so very refined. In my opinion, a decent exhaust upgrade is needed. The gearbox and bi-directional shifter were positive. So positive it was borderline too stiff, and in fact upshifts did take its toll after a while on my toe, though granted I was wearing casual boots. As for the looks, well, they are subjective of course, but it's hard not to be disappointed by the lack of aggression. The headlight is the culprit, we all know that. But actually, once I seen this bike in person, I thought it was a good looking bike overall. Once I got off this bike, I'll be honest, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Riding a bike is all about how it impresses a rider and not others. I can forgive the bike for its lack of engine character and looks, because when you ride it, you are full of feels. It is so very damn good. I think I am sold. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, please let me know with a thumbs up, and I look forward to reading all your comments below and hopefully seeing you on another video soon. Thanks for watching. See you later.